Hey, ladies and gentlemen. All right, welcome to Wednesday, the 21st of October. Let's see what we got going on today. All right, we have an on this day activity. We have a warm up, some questions that you might have, and we'll look at Schoology. On this day in 1822, the very first bank of Texas was established. It was called the Banco Nacional de Texas, okay, or the Texas National Bank. This was also considered the first bank west of the Mississippi. So the entire Mississippi River, they called this the very first bank, anywhere on the west of the Mississippi. However, it did not last. It was created only to to become an emergency financing situation. However, it did not last, and all the people that were involved, they did not get their money back until 1830. So 8 years later, they had to wait 8 years until they were able to see any kind of redemption. All right, awesome. Moving on. So our warm-up, which impresarios were the most successful? If you remember from the video, the two most successful impresarios would be De Leon and Austin. Okay, they were the only ones to complete their contracts and fulfill what they were supposed to. What are some difficulties impresarios faced? Well, they faced many different difficulties. Some things included Native American attacks, famine, loss of food, lack of water, droughts, flooding, all kinds of different difficulties. If you have any questions, please email them to me or send them to me in Schoology. Likewise, you can also send me a message in Google Hangouts. Let's get to see what we got going on today. Your activity today is Life in Colonial Texas Primary Source Activity. Okay, you are going to be looking at different types of sources. Okay, if you remember, we did talk about some sources in some warm-ups on how to tell the difference between a primary source and a secondary source. All right, and here we have some more examples. Okay, what is the difference between a primary source and a secondary source? Well, primary sources are immediate, first-hand accounts of a topic. They were there. The people that were actually there witnessing the account, documents, newspaper reports by reporters who witnessed an event or who quote people who did, speeches, diary entries, letters, interviews, original research, and the list goes on. Secondary sources are one step removed from primary sources. Okay, they often quote or otherwise use primary sources. They can cover the same topic, but add a layer of interpretation and analysis. Okay, these would include books about a specific topic, analysis or interpretation of different data, any scholarly articles about a specific topic that where the author was not directly involved with the research or the event. Any documentaries that you may see on TV, those do include some videos or photos of primary sources, but would be considered secondary sources. Okay, now on slide 3, your turn. Go and find something on the internet that would be considered a primary source and paste it here. Likewise, find something for the secondary source. All right, maybe it's a website. Maybe you can find a website that's a secondary source or a website that's a primary source. All right, go find something and paste it here. All right, your final activity is to read the following primary source and use the SOAPS strategy to analyze it. All right, it gives you some background here, and then it has a quote by Mary Austin Holly. SOAPS stands for speaker, who is speaking, who is the one writing it. The O is for occasion. What is happening? What is going on in history at the time this was written or said? Okay. The A is the audience. Who is it intended for? Who are they trying to reach? The P is for purpose. Why did the speaker write this document? What was the whole reasoning behind it? Were they trying to help other people? Were they trying to hinder? Were they trying to persuade? What was going on? And lastly, significance. Why is this important? Why would the document be important? What is so significant about this document? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all you got today. Have a great day, and I will see you mañana.